Previously on fucking Chucky. Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end.
One of the first things we asked when we took Chucky to Sci-Fi USA was, can Chucky say fuck on the air? Chucky can say fuck on the air. Chucky gets 10 fucks per episode. So we get an email from Standards and Practices that counts the fucks. Sometimes if we only have 7 or 8, then we'll add 1 or 2 more in. I'm Nick Antosca. I'm an executive producer on Chucky, the television series created by Don Mancini, which is, of course, the continuation of the long-running film franchise, Child's Play. My first memory of Chucky is watching Child's Play 2. It would have been the early 90s. You'd see that scene where he kills the teacher in the closet with the ruler. That was so striking and so memorable. I watched that movie probably 15 or 20 times. That movie was a really formative experience for me as a kid, as a young horror fan. Child's Play 2. Are the cops coming for us? This is actually somebody's house who's just on vacation. So I got involved with Chucky over a period of quite a few years. Don Mancini and I became friends through the horror community. We were introduced by Fiona Dourif, who's Brad's daughter. And then we, by total coincidence, started working together on Hannibal. We were both on the staff of Hannibal. Got Don to come work on Channel Zero when I started doing that show. So he worked on the first 2 seasons. We became even better friends. And during that time, we talked about how great it would be to have a Chucky TV show.
Hey kid, I'm gonna go kill your sister. Wanna come?
I'm sleepy.
You snooze, you lose.
When I was a kid, my friends and parents would have described me as quiet, and probably when he's going to grow up, he's going to be a writer or a serial killer. I only ever wanted to write horror. The first book that I ever read was Bunnicula, which is about a vampire rabbit, I think. I mean, it's a kid's book. It's been a while since I read Bunnicula, and I watched The Shining, too, when I was 9 or 10. My parents showed me that. And they showed me Night of the Living Dead, The Shining, but they would tape them off TV and edit out the extreme parts that, I shouldn't see. So when I was like a few years older, it was very exciting to see the complete movies.
Pretty soon, the good guys are gonna come for him. And then we're gonna party like it's 1999.
Working with Don Mancini is kind of a childhood dream of mine. I mean, it's sort of ridiculous to think that I, as the kid watching Child's Play 2 on USA in the early 90s, would get to partner up with and help make a show with Don.
Is there an age limit on potential victims? Good question. No babies. We're not savages. And they make better stooges anyway. Anyone else?
Most great villains have a code of ethics or a code of homicidal conduct, I guess, and Chucky's no different. He, I think, kills people who somehow, by some twisted logic, deserve it. But in a pinch, he will kill somebody who he just needs to kill make his plan go into action.
Do you know why you're here? I know your history. It's just a doll.
So season 2 takes place partly in a Catholic school. That is an opportunity for Don to explore some questions of morality, the main character's relationship, and the taboos involved. I think it's a perfect setting for him to deepen that character relationship.
Glenn, Glenda, come to Mama.
One other thing that I'm really excited for people to see in the new season is the return of Glenn and Glenda, which is obviously an essential part of the Chucky mythology, and they play a big role in this season. Glenn and Glenda and their story is particularly timely. Seed of Chucky was ahead of its time, and I think has come to be more appreciated for what it was doing, and Glenn and Glenda's return feels very relevant and very timely.
Who is this? And why the hell are you calling?
To make sure you're home.
Did Chucky kill the queen? I don't know. You gotta ask the guys with the big hats, the guards.
Are we there yet? When do we get to start stabbing people? Wait, you got a knife? Yeah, I got a knife. They passed them out at orientation. What the fuck?
We're gonna see some fresh, amazing kills. We're gonna see Jennifer Tilly and Nika in a new way. And we're gonna see some surprise guest stars who you might not expect to see in the world of Child's Play, who are great.
Jake? Jake!
I got you now, bitch.
Chucky's the star of the Child's Play franchise because people love his voice, they love his humor. As Don Mancini likes to say, you know, Chucky loves what he does. He loves his work, and that's why he is so charismatic. And it's also, of course, Brad Dourif and the charm and the charisma that he brings to it. You know, that's why Chucky has endured.
You could kill the housekeeper. You can kill the babysitter. You can even kill your sister.
Mommy says real killing is bad.
Yeah, well, Mommy's full of shit.
The fact that we, the audience, have had a bond with him for so long, he could be a little bit more endearing than he probably was to us in the very first Child's Play when he came alive, and in that moment is fucking like that moment is so horrifying to me. Now he's our kind of beloved homicidal distant relative.
So, Jake, are you more of a stabbing kind of guy or a strangulation kind of guy? Because I see the appeal of both.
I think what the Child's Play franchise has to say about consumerism and all that, I think is just a very American story. However, he is so beloved overseas, and he is also so universal. I would personally, just as a fan, I would love to see Chucky unleashed in Brazil or Europe or the Philippines, anywhere. I mean, I would love to see Chucky go overseas.
Oh, it's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
100% Chucky is a universal monster. I've always thought of Chucky as a modern universal monster, and I do think that he is part of the canon now. I think horror and the catharsis that it can provide fulfills a very fundamental, basic human need. People have an impulse to scare each other and to be scared, and there's a give and take and a human experience there. Clearly, it is something in us that storytelling satisfies.
Get back in your boxes, all of you! Don't make me come back there!
She is fucking hot.
You know, I don't know what the strangest thing a fan has ever asked me is, but I've had people say that Chucky's hot, which is a little strange. A woman who I worked with said that to us recently, and I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, Chucky, you know, he's kind of got BDE. And I was like, I have to tell Don about this and see if he agrees.
I'm Chuck.
Let go.
Dear sweet godmother of Hail Mary, Jesus.
This is for Kyle! No!
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna pray? just looking at me is scary enough to give you a heart attack? Oh my God, thank you.